Today we are going to introduce SUNFLX SF Series 3600 to 6000 watt solar inverter. This inverter is a combination of high-frequency inverter, MPPT controller, and AC charger. This model includes 3 powers: 3600 watts, 4000 watts, and 6000 watts. It's a perfect choice for medium households and rural areas with limited power, providing stable power supply and reducing electricity costs for families. This inverter is used in a solar system consists of solar panel, battery, grid power, monitoring devices, and electrical appliances. It can charge from the solar panel, grid power, or generator, compatible for different kinds of batteries such as lithium, lead acid, gel, and others. You can use a SUNFLX Wi-Fi dongle for remote monitoring. Let's have a look at the bottom ports. A group of MC4 terminals, plug and play, safe and simple for PV connection. A group of battery terminal for battery connection. MPPT SC port for extra solar controller or other RS485 devices. Monitor port for remote monitoring. BMS port for communicating with the batteries. Dry contact outputs, on-off signals for generator startup and remote power on-off operations. AC input for charging from the grid power. 2 AC outputs for different loads connection. The main output is for critical loads, which cannot be interrupted, for example, lamps, computer, freezer. The second output is for non-critical loads, which can be disconnected based on battery capacity or according to situation requires, such as fans, TV, air conditioner. This inverter has multiple working modes for diverse scenarios. Self-consumption. It can store the surplus solar power into the battery during daytime and use it at night, making full use of the solar power. Backup power. It can work as a backup power, supply power to the appliances when grid power fails. Microgrid. It can work with multiple energy sources such as a generator to ensure continuously power supply where there is totally no grid power. So this inverter is very practical for conditions with too expensive power, shortage of power, or even no grid power. This inverter has these main features. Wide PV input voltage range. With a PV input voltage ranging from 60 volts to 500 volts, a larger number of panels can be connected in a string. This can simplify the connection and reduce the costs. High PV input power. This inverter can work with higher PV input power. For example, SF 6000 support, max 7500 watts PV input, which means while the PV power support for 6 kilowatt AC output, there is still extra 1.5 kilowatt PV power can be charged to the battery. So this inverter enables your battery be charged on time and always ready for a power outage. PV and AC dual activation. When the BMS of lithium-ion battery is locked down because of battery low voltage or overcurrent, the battery can be automatically activated by either PV or AC, which means you do not need to restart the battery BMS manually. This ensures the whole system working smoothly with less maintenance. Use a SUNFLX Wi-Fi dongle, insert it into the monitor port. You can connect the inverter with your mobile phone. Here you can scan today's power generating and consuming. Monitor the complete system real-time working status, such as charging and discharging parameters. Check the historical data in last 12 months. This helps you assess the system's performance conveniently. Also, you can do all the settings here like inverter general status, AC input, AC output. Set the battery parameters like battery type, charging, discharging, protection, and so on. Through SUNFLX Cloud, you can get full access and control of your system remotely, at any time, anywhere. Okay, That's all the introduction to SUNFLX SF 3600 to 6000 watts inverter. Hope you enjoyed it.